Are you ready to be scared? Ready to be scaredy pants? That's right, folks. I am covering the very first Spongebob Halloween episode. The episode starts off with the town of Bikini Bottom being shown in its glorious spooky state of pumpkins and the citizens all dressed up in their costumes. Our story takes place at the Krusty Krab, where we see SpongeBob cleaning dishes, well, more like breaking them. Before rushing out, Mr. Krabs stops him, forcing him to listen to his ghost story, only to send shivers down his spine, and Squidward coming out of nowhere to scare the heck out of him. After being scared home, Patrick arrives at SpongeBob's house, only to scare the bejeebers out of him by accident. Tired of being the only one getting scared, SpongeBob devises a plan to scare the folks of Bikini Bottom. And with how dumb Patrick is, I'm shocked he knew about the party at the Krusty Krab. During the final few scenes, we see a few customers and our main characters, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, Sandy, and Pearl, all gathered for what looks to be the smallest party ever. There's only like 11 people there. One scene that really made me laugh was when Mr. Krabs ended up choking on an apple he was bobbing for. Later we see SpongeBob and Patrick arrive, and within a few moments they kill the lights and start scaring the party attendees. But that moment is short-lived due to a jellyfish zapping Patrick in the butt. SpongeBob gets flung around and is shortly discovered, causing a huge laughter in the restaurant. Green smoke slowly pours in as a grumbling scream is heard, and the real Flying Dutchman appears on screen, scaring everyone half to death. Disgusted with SpongeBob's costume, he feels insulted and proceeds to remove it, only to have something startle him as he flees from the scene. What made him so jumpy that it caused the scariest ghost in the seas to flee? Why, it's SpongeBob in his pink hat.
What is that?
At least that's what Patrick thinks anyway, even though he shaved him earlier. Now we move on to our second spooky episode. I Was a Teenage Gary. We already start off the episode with some spooky, intense music, just to be hit with the goofy, happy music. Yeah, this is already creepy. SpongeBob and Patrick have plans to go to a jellyfishing convention for a 3-day weekend, but SpongeBob has no one to watch Gary. That is, until Squidward starts pounding on the door. After realizing that SpongeBob and Patrick are leaving for 3 days, Squidward agrees to watch over Fred.
Gary!
Now, out of all the times SpongeBob has tried to be friends with Squidward, how has he not realized that Squidward hates him and doesn't care about anything he does? Due to being neglectful, Gary suffers from starvation and dehydration, so it sends Squidward into a frenzy as he realizes while the bus is returning, he never fed or gave Gary water. Pouring 3 days worth of food into Gary's bowl, he realizes he's screwed up and has to resort to eating the food himself. SpongeBob comes home to a very sick-looking snail as Squidward just tries to play it off like it's nothing. What a jerk. I mean, really? You're gonna play it off like nothing has happened and proceed to walk away without realizing your mistake? No wonder the citizens of Bikini Bottom hate you. The snail doctor arrives later that night and proceeds to let SpongeBob know that he must inject Gary with snail plasma before leaving. And this motherfucker has the audacity to tell SpongeBob,
"Oh, no. I'm too squeamish."
then why are you a veterinarian? And to make matters worse, Squidward tries to run out with him, even though it's his damn fault. After finally agreeing to help SpongeBob give Gary the shot, SpongeBob makes it a bit difficult for the procedure and pays the price for it by getting injected with snail plasma. Later we see SpongeBob developing symptoms of, let's just call it snailitis, as he starts going through transformations and slowly turning into a weird-looking snail-type sponge. With everything finally put behind him, Squidward thinks he is off the hook, but nope. SpongeBob reappears at his front door and scares Squidward half to death in his snail form. Oh, and it's far from over. SpongeBob proceeds to scare Squidward constantly, causing the man to board up his own house. When everything finally settles down, Squidward's house is in shambles due to running around, and karma hits him. He wakes up to the snail injector in his nose. We close off the story with Gary, Spongebob, and now Squidward all meowing on a fence. So what did we learn here? Don't be a jerk, and actually come through with your promises when taking care of your neighbor's pets. For my final thoughts on these episodes, I thought they were funny and had some spooky moments for them, especially if you were a younger kid watching these episodes back to back. Do they still hold up? Honestly, yeah, I think they do. They're a classic, and I highly enjoyed the classic SpongeBob. Special thanks to Q for editing and Hope for the thumbnail. Links to their channels below in the description. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these kinds of reviews. As always, I will see you all next time. This is Bestiari signing off. And happy Halloween, everyone.